see, if you've ever been broke, and I mean like broke, like there's different types of broke, right? You might have just not got paid enough this month, or you gone shopping too much, or your electric bill has gone a bit higher. You still have savings, and you can still cover your monthly bills. That's that broke. But if you've ever been broke to the point where you don't know where your next meal is, you don't have heating in your house, electric is on like emergency, that broke. I've been there. Being in that position, right, is kind of like a sink or swim position where you learn a lot of things. And now that thankfully, I'm on the other side of that, right? Well, way past that now. I'm able to see there's two different types of broke people. There's broke people who are unfortunate, and all they need is a break, and all they need is that, opportunity or something or just someone to point them in the right direction. And there's the broke people that, they create their brokenness. Some of them might even become a drug addicts, or they had money in the past. And I've been in the unfortunate broke where, like we grew. I was a child. I was a kid, right? And one thing I noticed about myself and other people who also were around me that made it out, we acquired skills. Some people might see, I cut my own hair, for example, and I know how to cut people's hair. I've never been a barber, by the way. What a lot of people don't realize is that skill of cutting hair was fully self-taught. I learned it when I was broke. And you know why I learned it when I was broke? Bro, I'd go to school full afro. I wouldn't be feeling fresh. And I knew what having something as simple as a haircut can do to your confidence as a man, for example. So guess what I did? At the time, I couldn't even afford a clipper. Right? I picked up, them little razors that, men used to shave their beard. I used to shape up my hair. But guess what? Naturally, you upgrade. I remember that Christmas, my sister bought me a little clipper. Now, I've cut up a few of my friends' hair, and they would just give me a little £5 here and there. Use that money, buy a proper clipper. Now I start cutting my own hair properly. The point of this video is to say, if you're in a dark time, if you find yourself that you're not in the position in life where you want to be, take it as a blessing. Use it as a time to acquire skills that you won't be able to learn when you're rich, when you don't have time. Funny enough, I can afford whatever a barber's charging me. I've heard some barbers are charging like £40 these days, but I don't need to. I cut my own hair. Everyone's like, "Oh, how's your hairline always fresh?" I've never seen a fellow without a haircut because I cut my own hair, bro. Every 3 days, I'm in my bathroom, give myself a shape up, cutting my own hair. But this is a skill that I learned when I was broke.